Dennis and Flavio are on. Anyone having rib? Because Leo's sleeping already. So anyone has a rib?
It's me, huh?
Wake up, Leo.
He has a rib.
We have just 3 presentations left. Wake up.
Another rib.
He has a rib, yeah. So do you have a rib?
No.
He's saying like in your body, it's not like in general. You see it like not interesting, Leo?
Leo wants to go home.
Everyone was awake in your presentation. Yeah, obviously. Respect them, bro.
That's why.
No, it's there. It's open Mozilla. Open Mozilla. Yeah. Open the tabs on the right. Yeah.
Yes,
Wow.
Hack the box.
He's got that colored CDI on the right.
Alright, so hi everyone. I will talk about Hack the Box. First of all, it's going to feel a little bit out of context, but we're going to get to the networking part. Do someone here knows how the box, Hack the Box?
Yeah.
Besides Nathan? Yeah, you? Okay, cool. Okay, so we'll get to it.
Someone knows
So,
what?
Hack the Box, the platform.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's Hack the Box? It's a platform to learn and improve cybersecurity skills by simulating scenarios. Like they're gonna make like virtual networks and spawn machines with vulnerable virtual machines, so that we can like practice stuff and shit like that. Why did I choose that topic? Because it covers some stuff that we see in class, like cloud computing. Just 2 seconds. Yeah, like cloud computing, virtual machines, VPNs, virtual environments, and the SAS business model. So cloud computing, Hack the Box utilize cloud computing to enable users to access operating systems with pre-installed penetration tools for those who doesn't have so. And they have virtual machines. They use virtual machines to simulate vulnerable machines, and they pretty much use it like that. They like spawn them, and you can like try stuff on it. They use VPNs to establish connection between users, virtual machines, and the Hack the Box servers. They use virtual environments to establish isolated, secure networks between users and the target machines. What I mean by that is that, let's say you have your computer and the target computer you want to access, it's only going to be you and that machine in the system. And the business model that they use, they generate money by selling VIP memberships and offering cybersecurity learnings to business and schools. Kind of like what LabSim does. They like give the schools like a dashboard and they let the teacher manage.
You know what? You remember what SaaS is?
It's service as software as a service.
Yeah.
Yes. So setting up a user machine. Just 2 seconds. Let me get my notes right. Yeah, we basically have 3 ways of connecting to the network. First of all, we need to use our OS. Like if we already have the penetration tools that we want, we can use that. If we don't have that, we can use like their operating system image that we can download and use on our system to have the tools. You can also like, yeah, you can do that like in your system, like a hard install, or you can do that like with a virtual machine by just running the OS that they use. They use Parrot OS. That is kind of like Alien Linux, which comes with a lot of tools per install and stuff like that. And the third one, that it will be like the easiest one, it's like a 2 seconds. It's it will be like a cloud computer that they give it to you like through the browser. You're just gonna click like connect, and it's gonna be super easy. So with those 2 types of connections, you need to connect via VPN. Like they're gonna give you a VPN configuration file, like the one Mohammed said he was using on business and Orange businesses. Those ones gonna need the VPN connection to connect to the Hack the Box network, but this one is going to be really easy, and we just like click on it and we have like an operating system with all the tools in the browser right there. So like you can see all the, no matter what, we need to connect to the servers to like be able to talk to the computers we spawn to test our stuff on it. And so basically this is going to be the steps to spawn a challenge. First of all, we must be connected to be able to see the dashboard. And yeah, then we can see over here, we don't see pretty well, but we need to be connected by one of the 2 ways that I explained to you. And yeah, it's gonna look pretty much like this. This is gonna ask us to download the VPN configuration file, and we're gonna be connected through the VPN. That one is the other one that I explained that gives us a virtual computer like on the browser. And yeah, basically this one's functions through OpenVPN, and the other way it's through VNC. That means, have it here, it's virtual network computing.
So what are you hacking exactly? Like, what are you accessing?
Till now, nothing. We're accessing the virtual, the network that they do for us, and then we're gonna spawn a machine that we're gonna hack.
But you will initiate a VPN. You will create a VPN.
We will download their VPN to be able to access the private network that they do for us.
Okay.
Yes, and the other way, we're already connected to the.
But you will show us how, right?
Yes, we will do an example. Not for the connection of OpenVPN, but I can tell you about it. Like, you need to download OpenVPN in your system. Then you download the VPN configuration file. Then you open a terminal and you can type OpenVPN and say where's the configuration file placed, and it's gonna like auto-configure it itself. But this part's really annoying comparing it to the other one. The other one's like one click and you're connected. So, so yeah, basically this one, they make money, like I said, by selling premium memberships. And so, first of all, the OpenVPN method is free, which everyone can use, and they have access to 80 boxes. The VIP version have around 400 boxes, and pretty much only like benefit that you have is that you can like be auto-connected and like just run it in the browser instead of like turning on a VM and like turning on OpenVPN and stuff. But they also make money by partnering with educational institutions, and they basically do like what I told you. They like give a dashboard to the teacher and like all to the business manager, and they kind of like
Okay.
yeah. They also make money by learning employee security skills, cybersecurity skills. Other important points is that users can create their vulnerable machines, like with the VM image, with vulnerable configurations, and they can apply to be part of the challenges. Another thing is that they do competitions, they have prize pools, like you can see over there, and they also have certifications that we can pay like $500 for this certification that is like somehow recognized. And yeah, inside the website they also have like job opportunities, but it's very important. So yeah, we're gonna dive into a challenge, just to like do my other 8 slices. Just 1 second. So yeah, we're gonna dive into the challenge called Unified, and we're gonna do a walkthrough. Why did I choose that challenge? Because it covers some stuff that we saw in class, like HTTP requests, TCP connections, LTAP protocol, and base 64 encryption. So basically, we're gonna spawn this box and we're gonna try to hack inside of it.
What?
We will try to like get inside of the system.
Okay.
It's gonna be in the next slide. So first, we're gonna get ready. We need to connect to HacktTheBox. Then we're not connected. We need to connect ourselves. And once we're connected,
What did you connect to? That's a VPN? That's the starting point, or your
this one, no, yet. When you click on here, you have those 2 choices. And you have the OpenVPN one, and you have the virtual machine, in the cloud, like in the browser.
Okay. So you are connected to the VPN.
Yeah, you need to get connected to be in your isolated network.
Okay.
So yeah, once we're connected, we can choose a challenge that we want. In our case, it was Unify the Box, and we can spawn the machine. It's gonna give us IP address. So
Yeah, the IP address that it's giving to you from which network? From the VPN network?
yeah, for the
you're
VPN.
accessing?
If you do,
But you specify which VPN you are trying to connect to, or like you choose any VPN?
But in my case, I have the VIP subscription, so I use the VNC connection.
Okay.
But if you're not, you need to like first get in the VPN, then like you do. Once you're in the VPN, it's gonna turn green.
Okay.
And then you can spawn the machine. And if you do IF config, you can see that it's gonna be the TUN 0 connection. The TUN 0 connection.
Tunnel 0.
Yes, exactly. And so for start, let's we do the ping command to see if the machine is accessible to us. And like we can see, we sent 4 packages. Then we like saw that it worked, and we finished that. So the machine is accessible in their network, and we can see it. Then we did an nmap scan.
It's as if connected to us, guys.
Yeah.
As if I'm connecting to it. As if I'm directly connected. That's why it's.
Yeah, if you're not connected, you're not going to be able to ping it. So then we're going to use nmap, and we specified some switches, some options. Here, the first one specified the script, recognizing which script is running on that port. Second one is the version of the service running, and the third one is to have like a bigger output to verbal.
Detailed out. That's for getting the
Yeah,
the
more
verbals.
detail. Yeah,
It's
exactly.
called verbals.
So after a scan, we can see you have open ports, but more especially this one that's like a web application on port 8080, and this one too, like, and it gave us like a link over here, which is really important for the next part. Then we can see we tried to access what we saw with the IP of the machine and the port number that we saw in the scan, and also the redirection link, because without it, we wouldn't be able to access it. Then next step was, how do we knew that like it was like with the documentation in the box. Each box have a documentation part that we can like read, and it's gonna give us hints. Int out of that was to check the version of the service running, which we googled it, and which we found like a vulnerability. The vulnerability is this one. And in Google too, and in the documentation, we was able to see that we have a tool that is made for exploiting this kind of web interface that runs on Java. Yeah.
4 minutes.
Yes. So first, this one was a tool that it was in the documentation and that we needed. But first, we needed to get the dependencies to be able to run that tool. So we needed the Java GPK because, with, like I said, it was like a Java application. And the Maven, it's like a tool to install and to like build. It's a
Did you
dependency.
use both, like in real life? Did you use the Maven before?
Yes, when you like build this this tool, you go into the folder and you type nvn package, and it's gonna build the app to be able to have this tool. We're gonna use Burp Suite also. That it's a tool that we're gonna use to intercept the HTTPS request and to modify it and to send it again to the thing that we already had that one. So yeah, basically to install this one after having the dependencies, we need to have git clone. The tool was in GitHub. Does anyone here know what's GitHub? Yeah? It's like a website where,
What's going
I
on?
doesn't know that.
yeah, I was gonna explain it. It's like a website where people can like put their code, and it's accessible to their team, private or to the public. And this tool, Git, you can do like git clone and the URL, and you're gonna get all the files in that repository. In our case, it's a tool. So we just say git clone, the link, and we have the tool in our system. Then we cd into the folder. So we're gonna be in there. Then MBA package, so we're gonna build the tool, and it's built. So now we can use this tool.
2 minutes.
Oh my god, it's gonna be fucked up. Okay, so here is Burp Suite. Like we can see here, we don't see very well, but we have a bunch of GET requests.
I cannot see anything.
Yeah, but we have one POST request, and it was when we did a try. We did a try by typing admin pass, and we got this one that we sent it to the repeater to modify it and like try something, you know? So in the documentation, they told us that this was what we needed to do. And yeah, it's pretty touchy. I can explain what it is exactly. But basically, instead of having the remember me thing over here, we inject in there a payload that use this thing that's a $sign. I'm not gonna get into that because I have like a couple minutes left. But basically, they tell us what to do. We put our IP address in here. We set up a listener that's gonna like do like Wireshark. It's gonna like analyze the packets that we're gonna receive. So that's the command. We specify the interface that we use, and we use this port, which is really important because we use LIDP, and that's a default port for LIDP. So basically, when we run this command, we can like scan what's happening in this port, and we're gonna like do a test to receive the. It's kind of hard to explain in 2 minutes. Have all the notes.
Yeah,
I can explain better. basically, we do this, we try it, and we can see that it works because GNDI, which basically stands for Java Naming Directory Interface, it's gonna like handle the thing. Then the LADP will like make a call to our IP address, and this doesn't matter, we can type whatever we want in there. So basically when we send the request, we're gonna like have it, we're gonna see that it worked.
Okay.
So now that we see that it's like exploitable, we need to do this command that was found in our Git tool documentation. And basically we personalize this command with our IP address and our port choice, and what that command does, it's basically a reverse shell. So we're gonna get to that later. First we need to we do echo, then this command, then the pipe to send the result of this command to the next command, which will be base64 to encode it. Because if we don't encode it, we're not going to be able to input it because it has some special characters. So we craft it with our IP address and the port that we want. Then it's going to give us the output in base64. Then we're going to do the real command for the tool that we just downloaded. And this command will be this. So first of all, we use the Java interpreter. We're going to specify that the tool use the jar extension. We're going to say where the tool is, and it's going to where we download it. Then we're going to specify the command, and yeah, we're going to basically decode what we encoded, but once it's in the other side. And yeah, pretty much we put it, we run it, and we have the tool running, and it's going to start an LADP server that we basically, when we're going to reach back to that server, it's going to inject our payload that we made. So yeah, we need to start an NCAT listener to receive. We can see in simple terms the command NCAT and the specification port 44 set up to listen for incoming connections on port 444. So yeah, basically we have that waiting there and waiting to get interactions. And then we're gonna do the real injection here, which we found in the documentation. And when we're gonna do it, we're gonna see that our tool received the LADP request and send it our payload. Yeah. Then we have in the netcat connection, we have the shell, and we just use this command to make it like a pretty shell. And what this command does is that all the scripts on the logs of the command, of the reverse shell that we have over here, they're supposed to be saved somewhere. And this place over here in the Linux system, it's like a black hole. So everything is disappearing. So yeah,
that's good. Yeah, that's good. There's, I got it. But the main point is that it has. Thank you so much, of course, for the presentation. That was absolutely great. It was like a super time. But the main point is the programming thing, because we have a lot of programming in this presentation, and it's I said when we pick a line, when we pick a subject, it's somehow it's related definitely, but it has some much of programming.
I know.
And not all of you understand programming as lines. Not all of us.
With more time, I would have been better explanations.
I understand definitely, because you will teach the language itself, how the bits and pieces.
Yes.
But that's why you train yourself for a minimum time with the best performance, correct? But it's very good. Thank you so much.
15 years I haven't done that.
Yeah, I know. It's okay.
Well,
thank you.
guys.
Next. Flavio or Dennis? I believe Flavio, then Dennis. Make it interesting.
You know Pico CTF?
Huh?
You know Pico CTF?
No, I don't.
Look at Pico CTF.
I will.
Can you get it for you?
Huh? Yeah. Huh? If someone uses the version that is vulnerable, you can do that in the system right away. Yeah, but they don't use it because they know that it's but when they switch to the next one,
See,
like Unify,
I-
the blue platform,
adding a
they
new
have
point
like
is like
10
putting
versions
your
ahead.
phone.
You know, that's just for testing purposes.
That's what I challenge.
Yeah, it's for fun.
Yeah, give it a
Really
presentation
fun.
of
And they give you points, and you have leaderboard.
All eyes on me.
Give me,
All
just
eyes
give me
on
like,
me.
I'm sorry,
All eyes
1
on me.
minute. Don't stop, 1 minute.
Yeah, thank you. Just
C'est comme dans une présentation à l'ONU. Okay, you're telling us about